And this is a mystery box.
Or the mystery box.
What's in the box?
Mystery box could be anything. It could even be a boat.
Hey everyone, back doing something different again. This time I went ahead and I bought 100 random comic books from Wish. And if you're not familiar with Wish, it is an app that you can get to roll the dice on potentially mass-produced, hot, sweaty garbage. So I'm really not anticipating anything good. I just think this would be a lot of fun. So let's get started. We've got the first little stack of comic books here. I can see through the bubble wrap on this one an issue of Jungle Girl. So I'm thinking we might see a fair bit of cheesecake throughout. One thing I will say for the seller, the comic books arrived very well packaged. So that's one thing, right? Oh, and they're all in another bag. There we go. What? Nope, that's not it. This is embarrassing. Okay, now we're in here. Oh, so some of these are in bags, some of them are not. I don't know what else I would have been expecting. We've got Jungle Girl, issue 0 from Dynamite. Harvey Hitter's Law Dog. Deceivers. Transformers Generations. Warriors of Plasm. Atomic Robo. 205. 505. Real Science Adventures. Captain Glory from Topps Comics. Some more Topps comics. This one comes with a card, but it's all bendy at the bottom. Kid Eternity from Virgo. More Topps comics. The Ninjets. I'm sure this is very tastefully done. Inspection of Japanese martial arts. Deathblow. Enigma. Solar. Man of the Atom. Magnus Robot Fighter from Valiant, number 25. I will admit this is a pretty cool cover. Black and white, chrome, I dig it. Star Trek Deep Space Nine number 1. Before Watchmen number 1, Night Owl. And Comedian, and Ozymandias, and Silk Spectre. You know what? This is shocking. I didn't expect to find that kind of stuff in here. I figured this would all be trash. But I've heard good things about Before Watchmen. I mean, a little cash grabby. I'm sure Alan Moore would disagree with me, but that's kind of nice. Okay. Next stack. We'll get into. Maybe I'll do some more creative editing when I get around to this so you guys aren't listening to this awful bubble wrap sound. Oh, cool, we've got an Uncanny X-Men in there. So already my expectations are sort of exceeded. I guess we'll see what quality looks like. Boy, very well packed, you guys. Oh, we've got 2 more stacks here. Oh boy, come on. I'm sure this is riveting YouTube watching for everyone. Here we've got, okay, so our next stack is entirely unbagged and unboarded. Kid Eternity, the last one, The Losers, Fables. I like Fables. Fables 138. Hinterkind. I remember reading this when it first came out. Very beautiful art. I think I got the first few issues of this somewhere in my collection, so looks like a few issues of that. House of Mystery from Vertigo, Human Target, iZombie, turned into a hit television show. I liked iZombie. Jack of Fables, Joe the Barbarian from Grant Morrison. I know I've got a couple of those somewhere in the collection. More Kid Eternity from Vertigo. Backlash from Image. Avengers End Times. Avengers Arena and Avengers World #1 by Jonathan Hickman, which I believe I already have. So once again, you know, nothing really great, but certainly, I mean, I have to admit, better than I was expecting. I swear I'm getting the hang of opening these packages. They're just, you know, I have to admit, I would rather have them be like this and a little bit more difficult to open and having arrived in, you know, pretty good shape than all banged up. The FedEx box did not look good. And this is the one I was pretty excited about, Uncanny X-Men 209, in pretty great shape. We've got Wolverine and the X-Men 17, Mantra from Ultraverse, Nightman, Power and Glory, Ultraverse Prime. This is a little more the stuff that I was kind of expecting. Ultraverse, Imagey. No one really wants it. Darkhawk #6. The Agency from Top Cow. A few issues of that. Ascension from Top Cow. Astro City. Astronauts in Trouble. All new, all secret Skull Kickers. One of my favorite sword and sorcery hack and slash comic books. That's kind of cool. I like seeing that. The Autumn Lens Tooth and Claw from Image. Okay. One more package, I think with a couple stacks of comic books in it. And so far, I'm not exactly sure what to think of this. I was expecting much worse. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm impressed. I haven't been thrilled with anything, but it's certainly better than I thought it was going to be. If any of you are familiar with Wish, you know that it is really a crapshoot. Sometimes you get something kind of nice for a pretty good price, and then sometimes you get absolute trash. And I genuinely thought this video was going to be me hating on a bunch of garbage. But so far it's been kind of fun. Two more packages to go. I just have to get into them. All right, penultimate stack. And we're starting with Stormwatch 0 from Image. Death from Vertigo. That's kind of cool. There's a movie coming, a Sandman movie, so maybe there's actually some value in that. Superboy. Some DC stuff, Red Lantern, Legion of Superheroes, Resurrection Man. I'm not a DC guy. Valiant, Time Walker, Turok, the Dinosaur Hunter. That cover's cool. I like that. Neat. Some Exo Man-O-War from Valiant. Some more Darkhawk. Everyone needs a lot of Darkhawk. Alright, that's a little bit more in line with what I was expecting. That issue of Death is kind of neat. And the last stack of comics to go through from Wish. And we're starting with Moonshadow from DC Vertigo. I don't know what that is. Sandman Overture. Again, Neil Gaiman. The movie is coming, so that's pretty neat. Archer and Armstrong, when Valiant tried to reboot everything. Bloodshot, they made a movie. Vin Diesel was in it. It was terrible. So a lot of Valiant stuff in here. Shadow Man, Exo Man-O-War, Zorro from Topps, Clint, Scavengers, Atomic Angels, Sheet, and Tomo. Okay, so we ended the way I thought we would start, with a bunch of random nonsense. Crusade comics, Valiant comics. Yeah. So overall, look, it wasn't that bad. There's legitimately a handful of decent issues in there. I think the worst thing I could say about this is it made for terrible YouTube watching. I probably spent more time trying to get into these packages than I did hating what was inside of them, and I think it's a lot more interesting. Oh, I got a power outage. It's a lot more interesting to see me hate something. This wasn't as bad as the Road Trip collection. It wasn't as good as my dad's collection. Yeah. So, I don't know. Sorry, everyone. Sorry it's kind of bleh. I will say definitively, do not buy 100 random comics from Wish, because your money would your money would be much better spent going to a local comic shop and supporting a local comic shop. That's something I'm doing anyway, so don't worry. I'm not taking money away from hungry local comic shop owners. But this was, I wanted to do a fun experiment, and it was fine, but ultimately kind of boring. So I apologize. Anyway, hopefully the next one will be better. So do the subscribe thing and the comment, or don't. But thanks for watching in any event, and we'll see you next time.